Self-Esteem and Responsibility, Part 2. On a scratch sheet of paper, create 2 columns and number each 1 through 7. Each row consists of contrasting statements. Circle the number from the column which is most true about what you believe. For example, if you think the statement on the left, number 1 here, is more true about yourself than its contrasting thought on number 1 on the right, simply circle number 1 from the left column and do so for all 7 rows. So pause the video, go through each row, and then proceed when you're finished. These columns contrasted a growth mindset with a fixed mindset. A fixed mindset believes that abilities, a capacity to learn, and talents are fixed traits and cannot change. A growth mindset believes these can be developed through effort and persistence. A fixed mindset results in frustration, as there's a sort of learned helplessness with such a fatalistic belief. In contrast, a growth mindset leads to success when applying grit, which is tenacity or fight over the long haul and doesn't give up. So ideally, most of your circled numbers were in the left column. Let's hone in on 2 mindsets. First, ability. Listen to what this person learned through a real-world experience. A technology consulting firm hired me after college, although I couldn't write a line of computer code and had very little business knowledge. During the interview process for my entry-level position, I learned that the company did not place high value on work experience. Instead, personal qualities such as the ability to solve problems creatively, exercise good judgment, and work well with a team were more important. The company assumed new workers could be taught the necessary skills as long as they were the kind of people the company was looking for. In contrast, never underestimate the power of attitude. An older gentleman offered the following advice. The longer I live, the more I realize the impact of attitude on life. Attitude to me is more important than the past, than successes, than what other people think or say or do. It's more important than appearance, giftedness, or skill. It will make or break a company, a home. The remarkable thing is we have a choice every day regarding the attitude we'll embrace for that day. We cannot change our past. We cannot change the fact that people will act in a certain way. We cannot change the inevitable. The only thing we can play is on the one string we have, and that is our attitude. I'm convinced that life is 10% what happens to me and 90% how I react to it. And so it is with you. We are in charge of our attitudes. A fellow was reading a book and came across these words. Don't ask yourself what the world needs. Ask yourself what makes you come alive. And go do that, because what the world needs is people who have come alive. And after reading it, the fellow went on to say himself, I was struck dumb. Suddenly, my life till that point made sense in a sickening sort of way. I realized I was living a script written for me by someone else. All my life I'd been asking the world to tell me what to do with myself. This is different from seeking counsel or advice. What I wanted was freedom from responsibility, and especially freedom from risk. I wanted someone else to tell me who to be. Thank God it didn't work. The scripts they handed me, I simply could not bring myself to play for very long. The role never seemed to fit. So in conclusion, be responsible. Adopt a growth mindset which leads to success through grit. Take control of your attitude and ask yourself, what makes me come alive? Be yourself, and you're on your way to a healthy self-esteem.